Alrighty there, guys. How's it going? My name is Mr. Boss for the win, and this is just going to be some gameplay on the map Grid. Now, a little bit about the gameplay. Some of it is slow. I do die almost 10 times. I think it's 8 when the game actually ends, but I do get a monster amount of kills, and I'm clearly the reason that we won this game. It wasn't because my teammates were bad or anything. I was just happened to find all the kills, and I did a pretty good job of killing people even though I died. So anyways, enjoy the gameplay. A few parts are going to be sped up, but that's just because like I said, I die a couple times. So alright, so today the story is going to be how I was kind of an internet celebrity. Well, no, I definitely don't want to say that. How I had a viral video before I became Mr. Boss for the win, and how I almost blew off my right hand. Okay, so this was back in middle school. My friend actually had a Motorola Razr, which at the time was like one of the very first cameras to record like 240p, really crappy quality video. And anyways, our very first video was me popping a balloon with a pen. For some reason, we thought that was funny, and so at the time, I really got into making real-life videos, just of whether I was doing something outside or whether I was in my house doing something, whatever. It really didn't matter. Okay, so to set up the scene, my friend was over, he had just slept over, and we had been reading online that you could mix vinegar and baking soda, and it would create really pressurized bomb, basically. And so my friend and I took a eco-friendly water bottle, and if you don't know what eco-friendly means, it's not plastic, basically. It's like 10% plastic and about 90% recyclable material. And if you don't know, those water bottles really suck. You could probably rip them in half with your right hand or your foot or whatever you wanted to do. But the fact was, they were not very good water bottles for sturdiness, I would say. They're pretty good for the environment, but I don't really care. So we accidentally, well, no, we definitely didn't accidentally mix. We mixed the vinegar and the baking soda, and I didn't want to do it at first. I was kind of scared. And so my friend, he was shaking it up because we had the baking soda wrapped in a towel, and we would throw it into the water bottle, shake it up, and my friend was going to throw it on the ground. He threw it on the ground, and it shot right back at him and hit him in the stomach. Now, for some reason, I thought he was on fire because he was rolling on the ground, kind of like stop, drop, and roll. And that kind of scared me. I was like, are you on fire? I didn't know, because I couldn't see his stomach. I didn't know if it had exploded or whatnot had happened. And he like pulled up his shirt, and it looked like he had been shot by a rubber bullet. It was that crazy powerful. I don't know what happened. And so, wow, I thought, that was cool. Let me do that. And so I accidentally, like, I shook up the bottle, but instead of me throwing it, I thought it would be a great idea to hold it in my right hand and just look at it, because it wasn't exploding, it wasn't blowing up, the bottle was getting big, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just blew up right in my hand, and I started running around my yard, like constantly looking at my right hand, making sure I had 5 fingers, making sure there wasn't any blood or anything like that. And amazingly, there was like nothing wrong. The water bottle was gone, though. It exploded. Obviously, if we were using a little bit of a stronger water bottle, maybe we would have been in a better situation, but we weren't. We were using eco-friendly water bottles, which suck. And so that kind of spooked me, but we all got that on video. Now, I took that video down, I think it was about a year ago when I first started my Mr. Boss for the Win channel. But that video had something around 100,000 views. Now, I wouldn't call that totally viral, but at the time I thought that was really cool, and it almost contributed to the fact why I wanted to make Call of Duty YouTube videos. Maybe due to the fact that I liked that exposure on the internet, and just the fact that other people were watching my video, and I thought that was really cool. Okay, so this video is coming to a close. That was how I almost blew off my right hand. It was a really fun experience that I had with my friend. You know, we're always going to remember that. We always laugh at each other whenever we say, like, hey, do you remember when this happened? Do you remember when, you know, I almost had my hand blown off by a vinegar bomb? And it wasn't like the explosion was very powerful. It's just the fact that it blew up in my right hand, and obviously we had never dealt with any explosives before. We were not bomb producers or pyrotechnics. We did not know how anything like that worked. Anyways, this game is coming to a close. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I told you I did get a few amount of kills here, so hopefully it was exciting to watch, and I can pretty sure that I saved the day right here. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'm loving life in California. It's sweet out here, so hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you in the next video, and have a nice day.